Kids, hello families. How are you today? I'm so happy to have this opportunity to read to you. And my favorite book is Caps for Sale, and that's what I'm going to read to you. Now, the person who wrote the book is called the author. They put all the words together. And the person who illustrates the book is the person who drew all the pictures. And in Caps for Sale, the author and the illustrator are the same person. So I'm hoping that you and your mom and dad and brothers and sisters and aunts, uncles, grandparents can find out who the author and illustrator is, and maybe on the Facebook post, let me know the name. I'd be anxious and I'll be watching for the author and illustrator's name. So let's begin by saying caps for sale. Once there was a peddler who sold caps. He carried them on his head. First he had his own checkered cap. Then he had a bunch of gray caps, brown caps, blue caps, and red caps on the very top. Caps, caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap. Now 50 cents is 2 quarters. 1 quarter is 25 cents. Second quarter is 25 cents. You put both quarters together and you get 50 cents. And that's how much it was to buy 1 cap back in that day. One morning he couldn't sell any caps. He slowly walked up and down the street calling, caps, caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap. But nobody wanted to buy any caps. I think I'll go for a walk in the country, he said. Now, he didn't go to the city where all the taxis are and the buses are. He went to the country where there was a whole bunch of trees and animals. He walked for a very long time until he came across a big tree. That's a nice place for a rest, thought he. So he sat under the tree and he went to sleep. I love rest time. It's one of my very favorite times of day. But when he woke up, all the caps were gone except for his own checkered cap. Where are all the caps? He looked to the right and he looked to the left. And he looked behind the tree. No caps. Then he looked up, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw in the tree? What do you think? There's leaves in the tree. You're right, there's branches in the tree. So, yeah, acorns in the tree. But the peddler saw monkeys, and on every branch sat a monkey. Over the monkey were the gray caps. You see those? The blue caps and the red caps. All the monkeys, I'll put one on Edgar's head. All the monkeys had a cap on, just like Edgar's got the red cap on. You monkeys, you! He shook his finger at them. Give me back my caps! But the monkeys only shook their finger back and said, tis, tis, tis. Did it with his pointer, I want to let you know. Didn't do it with his thumb, didn't do it with the pinky, he did it with his pointer. And so did the monkeys. This man made the peddler very, very angry. So he shook his hands at him and he said, you monkeys, you, give me back my caps. But the monkeys only shook their hands back at him and said, tis, tis, tis. By the time the peddler was really, 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 really angry, he stamped his feet and shouted, you monkeys, you must give me back my caps. But the monkeys only stamped their feet and said back to the peddler, tis, tis, tis. At last he became so angry that he pulled off his own checkered cap, threw it to the ground, and he began to walk away. But then each monkey pulled off its cap, and the aqua caps, and the green caps, and the red caps came flying out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps. He put them back on his head, his checkered cap first. Then the blue cap, then the blue cap, and then the red cap. And the red cap is always, always on the top. Not the bottom, but the red cap's on the top. And slowly, slowly, he walked back into the town, calling, caps, caps, caps for sale. 50 cents a cap. 2 quarters will buy you a cap. Thank you very, very much for listening. I totally enjoyed this. And hopefully you'll go on Facebook and tell me who the author and the illustrator is. They're both the same people. Have a great day.